Your brain knows what you're here for, and you decide, yeah, that's a little weird looking, man. We then cut back to Caterpie, who is now barely holding on to life. Ash does not care. Watch the Taylor Swift documentary with no footage of Taylor Swift, okay? Listen, brother, if they ain't playing Pokemon and Dragon Ball Dance compilation at the club, then I'm not going. But nowadays, I just can't look at them without thinking about how there's probably a landfill out there full of nothing but cyan peach-nosed Sonic figures. Take this video for instance, titled Winning Mario, uploaded on September 9th, 2007. Yes! It's a pretty great video, you all should go check it out. We've all been there. Your parents want to go see the Ant Bully, but you want to win the DS out of Keymaster. Now Kelly Toy Werehog can live a fulfilling life. He escaped the Kelly Toy factory. I'm so proud of him. That's right, these Sunshine plushes are some of the few that show Mario's forearms. Just compare the original Pecky to the re-release Pecky. Looking like Pecky Generations over here. Ah yes, Bonzi, please hug and kiss my loved ones for me. So picture this. It's summer break and your family took you on a day trip to the beach. You're already having a pretty good time, but your heart soars the second you hear that familiar tune. Could it be? You look all around and see it. An ice cream truck. You instantly know what you have to do. You beg your parents to buy you your favorite treat, a SpongeBob SquarePants popsicle. Whoever spent 2.5K on a used Shadow, do you think you could spare me some Patreon money? He truly is a special boy. I mean, that's a face only a Thailand bootlegger could love. I will never get tired of Family Guy. Kids can enjoy the ultimate situation, eating tasty Tony's Pizza while playing the latest Nintendo games, and that's a statement I have to agree with. So if you wish to own a 45-inch version of this guy, you can do that. Over in Spain, there was a grocery store called Cash Pope. It was the funniest thing in the world. It closed its doors in 2022. Everything comes to an end eventually. But we have photos of it. Cash Pope's memory lives on. Which is sorta off-brand, but hey, I'm not gonna judge, maybe Sonic does love tiny tacos. Mario goes swimming, Wario takes a bath. Photos that show a dark, sinister version of Taco Bell are sure to get the neurons firing as well. The Sega Genesis Mini, on the other hand, was definitely not a cheap effort. And it has Sonic 2! Somehow, my house didn't crumble in the sheer presence of 2 classic Supersonic plushes in it. Sorry, Chicken Little. Guess you should have smashed into a lamppost. To say it's a dream come true to own Proto over here is an understatement. It's where Mr. Cha-Cha Real Smooth comes from. Look at this guy. This man looks like he would beat someone up for their Neopets password. Now, in a set containing characters like Rick the Hamster, but as of right now, you can only play these on your phone. Unless you want to break out your Ouya or something. Yeah, you already know how I'll be spending the next hour of my life. And finally, ending on a high note, in what piece of Sonic media, in what timeline, in what dimension has Sonic ever had a belly button? Look, just don't put one of these guys in a bathtub and we should be alright. Toadsworth is up there with characters like Professor Egad and Lubba as Mario characters that continue to not get the plush treatment, despite it being obvious that the companies would make millions if they were to make plushes of them. Like Joel from Vinesauce, imagine being at this presentation live. Moments before you were jamming out to Park Avenue only to be hit right up with the announcement that Sonic Forces, Sonic the Hedgehog, would be collaborating with the restaurant chain Hooters. In this segment I'd like to call that wacky time Sega of Japan just sorta lost the ability to brand their mascot stuff as Sonic. We've got Mario, Luigi with a backwards L, Wario, Green Toad, Toadsworth. Okay, I'm going to try to keep things together so that I can talk about this, but first off, classic Supersonic, but wait a second, we're also getting a Chow too, but whoa, hold the phone, we're getting a Vector plush as well? Wait a second, Eggman and Amy too? These are all coming out in March? We're only gonna have to wait 3 months before these hit store shelves? I'd buy this guy a sandwich. And I mean, once Reindeer Luigi was brought into this world, was there really a need for anything else? In any case, now when it's 2 AM and I'm sitting alone in my bed listening to classics like Go Jimmy Jimmy and Kids in America, I can rest easy knowing I have a one-of-a-kind piece of Jimmy Neutron ephemera. One day, you'll be gone, but your SpongeBob basketball will still be there. I still can't believe You on Kazoo is actually connected to such a prolific toy company. And if the video you're watching right now isn't a perfect archive of all things Dr. Amigo, what is it really worth? This is one of those songs you hear in a dying mall and forget about, but then 15 years later you remember it and think, hey, that was a good song. They sure have an ocean of schnitzels down at the bottom who wasn't even in the catalog. Now that's a testament to Pokemon's popularity, huh? You don't see Jimmy Neutron appearing in the parade for 20 years. Perhaps you're more into larger men. The Cheese Nips, dude. The Cheese Nips. Shoutouts to the people in China who took photos like this one where sleeping Sonic is with a sleeping Kirby, as well as this one where... What is this? I'm shocked I haven't seen a Luigi rides the washing machine yet. How will these structures look centuries from now? In the end, Sonic's listing ended for $9,100, Shadow ended for around $2,500, and Tails ended for around $400. Sorry, Tails. Check out this advert for a huge giveaway, ran by Dr. Amigo and another business, one I can only assume somehow befriended and contained Amigo. There were also some hanging out at the gift shop, including this very good man wearing a mask. Like, look at this shot. Let's just analyze what's going on here. We've got the rocks, the waves crashing on said rocks, the sunset in the background, clouds rolling across the sky, and in the center of it all, Luigi, with his super cape breezing in the air. Luigi then lets go of the cape, symbolizing letting go of all of life's troubles. It's a near-perfect shot, let's be honest. But then out of nowhere, the famous Banjo-Kazooie from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing comes in. This set contains Mario, Yoshi, Mario, and Yoshi. Zavok is a large, powerful creature known as a Zeddy. He lives high in the sky in the Lost Hex, along with other Zeddy known as the Deadly Six. Zavok is their leader, and his impressive strength is matched by his ability to plan and scheme, making him a fearsome warrior. I'm still thinking about Sonic's electric charisma, but I don't think any other weird Pikachu plush could win my heart like Jamaican Pikachu has. Except maybe defective Pikachu over here. You know how it is. Sometimes you just want to spend your entire life savings on Sonic the Hedgehog toys. This sounds like a really exciting setup for a scene where Sonic and Josh just start smashing rocks, which, do not worry, is what actually happens. I mean, hey, only $15 to get you a Sonic Bank, thus immediately making you the coolest kid of all time? Seems like a pretty good deal to me. For the elite class of humans known as Hi Puffy Yumi fans, it's odd. Sega didn't make Sonic Adventure 2 specific plushes for many of the important characters found in the game. Knuckles, Eggman, Maria, I don't know, the president? With that said though, it was the year Tomy established themselves as a company that would be willing to release an official Tails figure covered in oil, so I guess that's something. Let's say that one day, after you've purchased your 5th Banana Brian Griffin plush, so you could officially play Super Mario Bros. On your NES, in your Japanese hotel, and in arcades. Surely at least one person out there had a great connection with their local movie stop, and now it's gone forever. That guy is devastated. You'll mostly find these in claw machines at places like arcades, carnivals, Walmart, and while it's not the absolute hype machine that something like Kelly Toy Luigi is, when the designers were making this set, my guess is that they looked at all of the Robot Masters from the most recent game at the time, that being Mega Man 4, and decided which one was the most marketable, or I guess the coolest. And with the exception of maybe Skull Man, Pharaoh Man probably wins that. Sorry, Toad Man. Where were you on June 10th, 2001, and why were you not on WYSIWYG.com ordering your $15 Hero Chow plush? And on top of it all, they caused many sleepless nights refreshing Amazon pages in a desperate attempt to get a Wii Fit trainer toy. For example, here's a set of 2 Soap Sonics that were on display at the Blue Moon Bar, ready to serve up your tears because you don't own one. They give fans a chance to suspend their disbelief for a brief moment and think, hey, Arthur exists in our real world. But you sure can't find images of the Chucky Finster ice cream bar online. I want to shake the hand of whoever it was at Tomy who looked at the vast sea of Sonic the Hedgehog characters and decided, yeah, we gotta make Vector. I suppose there will always be a market for stuff like the Mario Kart Wii box art on a spherical ornament. Thankfully, once again, his thumbs up hand only has 5 fingers, though I'm sure Tomy knew a Vector plush with 6 fingers on one hand would have been far too powerful to handle. So while you were grabbing your Cherry Icy, you could also get one of these. How's that for a company morale booster? Free Pikachus for everyone. His hands are posed like he's some super cool hype guy, yet he looks like a complete dork. And you can make stuff like this happen. The first thing I noticed about this plush is that he's huge. The creation of the man I affectionately refer to as Snoot Boy was made. What?
The creation of the man I affectionately refer to as Snoot Boy was made. What? The creation of the man I affectionately refer to as Snoot Boy was made. What? The creation of the man I affectionately refer to as Snoot Boy was made. What?
The creation of the man I affectionately refer to as Snoot Boy was made. What?
People in the factories wouldn't be busting out Wii U's to make sure their white DDDs scanned properly. Movie Shadow was in my hands before the trailer came out and they took him from me. Just when you thought the DDD amiibo couldn't get any more classier, this sample exists and blows away all expectations. We all know nothing lasts forever, but I feel the passage of time is why we all work so hard during the time we do have. If life went on forever, there would be no meaning to the here and now. With it being finite, as sad as that is, it means every moment has significance, and even if you're lost, time pushes you forward to find a new path. So, with the time we do have, let's explore all our world has to offer, and check out all the vacant retail stores, all the empty pools, all the endless hallways. Maybe one day we can make new memories and there will be a cool party in that abandoned mall. Let these liminal spaces guide you to the places you wish to see in your future, where you can witness how beautiful our world truly can be.